Good morning, wherever you are, folks. This is Practical Prepper 001 here. I was watching, again with the nose, huh? So cold. Love it. Love it. I was watching a video from Maineprepper. You know, I like Maineprepper. He's got a lot of sane, quote unquote, points about all kinds of good stuff, you know, be it politics, be what do you call prepper, survival, guns, bushcraft, you name it, all kinds of great channel, good guy too, seems like a good guy. I don't happen to agree with everything he says. In fact, you know, especially how can I put it? When it comes to religion, faith, I think we disagree in a few things. But you know, hey, more power to him, more power to me. We both live in a country where we're both allowed our opinions, our beliefs. You know, as long as mine don't infringe on him, on his, and his infringes on mine, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. The whole world, I believe, should be like that. Anyways, he did a video on conspiracies and paranoia. Excellent points he brought up. Let's see if I remember correctly. You know, forgive me for not being able to quote every, you know, or not rebuttal, but I mean touch on every point he made, or etc. He was, I mean, from my perspective, he was talking about, you know, those people who are, they get so involved in paranoia, in conspiracy theories, and all that's attributed to it, and to the point that even when presented with facts that doesn't quite back up whatever they're believing, they get a little, how can I put this in my own terms, they dig themselves in a hole that not only they cannot get out of, but there's nothing else to see around that hole. If you understand what I mean by that, you're so deep in it that whatever it is you're deep in, it's all you're able to think, see, smell, taste. Comes in, comes out. You know what I mean? Anyways, he said, you know, he gave a couple of good examples, such as like the birthers, for example. You know, the people that claim that Obama's certificate wasn't legit, and Obama played it masterfully, which I said that from the beginning, you know, especially in reference, I think it was Sheriff Arpaio from Arizona, you know, which claimed, oh no, this coming week we're gonna, I got proof, I have a detective, or I have this and I have that from, you know, he went to Hawaii and he got the birth certificate and blah 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 and all this. Folks, you know, this is Obama's second term. You know, what is it, 7 years already? Come on, man. And it's true. I mean, I not necessarily lost friends, because I never considered them friends to begin with, because it's not what you profess, it's your actions determine if we are friends, if we are brothers or not, more so than I mean, you know, talk is cheap. Anyways, and he said Obama played it masterfully, which he did. You know, he let them run on with their mouths, run on with all the accusations, all the things. When they were done, okay, here's my birth certificate. Of course, you know, the conspiracy theories, they couldn't handle that, so, oh no, they brought an expert who claimed Obama's expert was under the take, or whatever, or this and that. It never ends. It never ends. I, for one, like many people, which Maineprepper was referring to, you know, most of society, you know, they look at that as like, you know, first I thought you were crazy, but now you've gone ahead and proven it. And believe me, I'm not one to really care much about what society thinks of me, and vice versa. Of course, my actions are determined, but I do live in a society. I do abide by the rules and laws, etc., etc., etc. I mean, it's just common sense. A lot of people tell you otherwise, claim all this shit, but I mean, how many of you, as an example, know people who, oh no, I'm a survivalist, I'm a prepper, I'm so independent, but they can wait for the end of the month to get the little check, from welfare or whatever program. I don't care. It's just a point. See, with me, I'm not gonna. I am human, but like to quote, sort of in a funny way, Scarface, that movie, what he said about, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. If you get the humor in that, but that's pretty much how I do things. It's very hard to catch me on a lie, because let me tell you something, I only lie when I have to, and 90% of the time I don't have to. So I don't, like I said, the beauty of being where I'm at, in a sense, for some people will be, they're feeling down. For me, it's, I don't have an agenda. I don't have to convert anybody. I'm not looking for cheerleaders. I'm not looking for enemies. They're all that's free. So I can pretty much most of the time I can actually say what I feel, and without ill intent, by the way, or any malicious anything behind it. I know when to open my mouth in certain areas, and other times, we moved out from people by keeping your mouth shut. He was also talking about, check your facts, do research, don't be lazy before even buying into any conspiracies. There are conspiracies out there. I'll add my own thing on conspiracies. I'm not a conspiracy nut. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, anything like that. However, I do tend to shine light on the conspirators and the conspiracies. See if you get that. Of course, like everything else, folks, it's all based on my opinions. So my truth might not be necessarily your truth. Everything I say, like Maineprepper said at the end of his video, don't take my word for it. Check it for yourselves. Me, I take it a little further than that, and I take what is useful for me, or I modify something, make it useful for me. What is not, disregard it, get rid of it. Simple as that. The same thing with people. I get along with everybody. I get along with anybody. I don't jump hoops for other people, especially when they don't even have the intellectual capacity to even make it enticing for me, or what do you call it, palatable, whatever the word is, for me to fall for that. And I did that, like many of you, for a long time when it comes to religion. See, that's one thing. That's why I said me and Maineprepper don't actually quite agree on faith and religion, because a lot of the claims he puts on the points he brings out about the conspiracy nuts, or the paranoid people, it's they don't verify, they don't check their facts. They hold themselves based on they follow somebody who's a swindler, a con man, who's just feeding into that paranoia in order for them to tune into the show or watch the TV, buy the latest books, any other stuff they're selling, whatever it is they're selling, But isn't that the same thing with religion? I mean, what was the last time that in a church anybody got up and challenged anything? I mean, let's get real. I mean, we point fingers, oh, we hate the Muslims. Use it as an example. Really? Or anything related for that matter. Based on what? I mean, you people, in general, don't take everything so to heart. Don't be paranoid. I'm not out to get anybody here. We tend to believe, to follow, to look at things in a certain way because of geography, okay? more than anything. I mean, we're born on this side of the world. Guess what? Was it predominant religion or not? So on the other side, what do you think? They're any different? You think they're, but we have to demonize the enemy. We have to make him evil. Oh my, they're not human anymore. So it makes it easy for us to, when we have to do. And guess what? Vice versa. That's exactly what they're doing. I mean, I don't want to do that, folks. I'm not gonna play that game. Don't get me wrong. I don't hesitate with my safety, my loved ones. I mean, that's just common sense. I mean, come on. I'd rather, give me a way out, and most of the time I'll take it. Back me up against a wall. Who knows? And hopefully, as I get older, I am getting wiser. But of course, the more I know, the more I understand and realize, the less I know. Instead of answers, I really get more questions as I get older. So, and that's okay. Part of the fun, at least for me in life, is digging and searching for those answers. Verifying, like Maineprepper said, check your facts, folks. Check your facts. When was the last time, at church, synagogue, whatever, temple, anybody got up and challenged any of the holy books, any of the scriptures, any of the doctrines? I can't remember one, not once. Of course, we did. I mean, I did participate, and I went to Sunday school. I loved that. Was my favorite part of going to church. When I got to the sermon, it's like, oh, I just wanted to go to sleep. My mother had to nudge me, and I guess my father was smart enough, and I think he went once or twice. That's it. He left it all for my mother and me to represent, I guess. God bless my mother, but parents do their best they can for their children, and hopefully the children learn, and they do their best for their own children, and so on and so on and so on. But if I let the reality of life, sometimes I don't see that as often as I used to. There's less families, there's less parents doing what they're supposed to do, which is, to raise and nurture and teach and have a hand in the growth of their children. And that's not what you see. It's kind of like the rule of the jungle, but it's not even a natural jungle. But on the same token, I don't consider myself flawed or depraved of anything, or so messed up that I can't enjoy the beauty. And in fact, some of the things I might do bring some joy and happiness to somebody else. So, see, it's a balance. And I take, actions. I take responsibility for my actions, obviously, but I also take credit for my own triumph. So, no divinity involved here. That's my beliefs. That's my point. If you're offended by that, then you don't have any. Really, you don't have any business watching this video or anything of mine, and that's all right. As I stated previously in other videos, when I looked around, my hour of need, you weren't there. So what makes you think you have any say or opinion or anything for that matter? And getting back to the Maineprepper, he was talking about, like, the rich every year, they get together, and the wealthiest of the wealthies, they get together and conspire in ways of keeping their money and keeping their wealth. And you have some who are smart, and they know better than to kill the cow. Otherwise, there's no how was it they said, no more milk left in the carton. But then you have other ones who disregard. They think it's just a limitless supply of the money tree, and without looking ahead and realizing that if it wasn't for the rest of us minions, there wouldn't be any wealth for them. So, and that's true. See, like I said, there's a lot of things I like about his philosophy of sorts, but there are others we just don't agree. And what else? A lot of what I took from his point of view and way of thinking was he mentioned, we use our own paranoia, our own beliefs to sort of to allow us to be biased towards other people. If basically the mentality of you, if you don't belong to my group, if you don't believe what I believe, etc., etc. And I kind of like, for me, it rings a bell, when it comes to the minorities, and I know who, in general, he's referring to. Let's just call it for what it is, the Jews. On the one hand, they've been, it's a fact, they've been down. But on the same token, the very few among them, which are already a few, who are have a hand in all these conspiracies and all that. But as I stated before, if I shine light on that, why are you? It's kind of like shooting the messenger or hating on the messenger. When look at the message, and then if the message, what it says in that message, and you look around you, and it's verifiable. I mean, to anybody. Make up your own mind with that. I don't hate anybody specifically. I don't. I might hate individuals. Let's put it that way. See, I'm being honest. I'm not Gandhi over here. I'm not Mother Teresa and all that. Which I also have my opinions on her and things because of conspiracy. Open my eyes to a few things, and facts are facts, and that's okay. I'm not gonna go out and go crazy or anything because that's stupid. That's insane. I think I'm already rambling on here too much. Anyways, check out Maineprepper's video. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of it. This is just something I thought of, and I figure, why not have a little chat with some of you who are. I know you're into this too, and so am I. And anyways, this is a practical prepper, out of sight, out of mind. Take care.